looking a bit taller.
Taller, yes.
About
Got
an inch taller.
new shoes. He can run really fast and jump high and everything.
He's got high
Or also, I gotta ask quickly: are Grell resistant to normal non-magical weapons, or are they vulnerable to non-magical? Is that
probably?
Okay.
All we know is lightning doesn't work very well against them.
Yeah, lightning.
I want to be able to use my greatsword, even though my greatsword is not magical, sadly.
We've got spells to make it magical for the fight.
Hey,
all right, then.
What about the magical staff? Because we totally forgot about the magical sling staff. That the
I don't know if you guys took it and got it identified.
We didn't get it identified.
Yeah, we took it, but we never really did anything with it. We just kind of
focused on the stuff you were selling.
Did you guys sell that? I don't recall.
No, I think we sold it. I think we did sell that. Yeah, it wasn't
$600 or something like that.
It was like a plus
seems
one
to remember you guys.
Staff.
Yeah. From that, from one of those shamans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the party.
We're down at the forge yet.
Yeah, you guys are probably down there, aren't you?
Did Gale get his armor?
Yes.
He did get his armor. Okay, so I am now wearing his old armor.
Yep, which it reshapes to you on a command word.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a +2?
Yes. So with a shield, your AC would be at -1, as long as you don't have any other armor bonuses.
Let's see. Info tracker. Splint mail is AC 4 with a +2 puts it at 2. Oh, that's the other one. So field plate is 2 with a +2 is at 0. With the shield is -2. So that puts me at -2.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Orth shield is +2, isn't it? Or is it +1?
Well, it's a shield +1.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
So there's an AC bonus of 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll take the splint mail off. If anybody needs the splint mail, it's human size. Patrick, you good for armor?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +2 scale mail, so I'm alright with armor.
Okay.
What armor do you have available?
Splint mail.
Scale mail.
What's the AC for that?
2 total.
We also have another hide mail, don't we? Or hide mail. We also have another belay hide armor that's sitting in here, don't we?
I think we've sold all that stuff off.
Oh, okay. I thought we had another set that it was waiting to be made into hide armor by our undead smith.
There's a boule hide. We have one boule hide. It's at the forge right now.
Yeah.
I'll guess that take the splint mail then, since it has an AC of 2 then, because my +2 scale mail has an AC of 4.
Yep. So I'll put your scale mail
in the party treasure, and then I'll change my AC then to a +2 scale mail in the party treasure, and that's it for my armor.
Gem of Insight. Have we received that yet?
Yeah, that was Belgrakas' thing, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was a return in 3 days from a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been 3 days?
Well, yeah, because we had to wait for for a couple researching things back in town, as well as there was something else that we had to
Belgrakas is
do.
wearing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think Warren said it took like a week for him to forge his shoes and the sword for us. So we were down here for a week just kicking around.
Yep. We took a
All right.
vacation without
Oh,
going anywhere.
I thought the sword and shoes didn't take us that long. But okay,
It was between everything because he also made my armor too.
right. So, are we ready to finish off the rest of this floor? We've got some unexplored area here in the upper corner.
We're also going to go, after exploring this floor, we're going to go to the location where the grill are at.
That would be eventually where we're headed, right? As we go down and
I told the party in game, right, that I have the scroll of the Freedy, right? I know, like meta game, like
Yes.
we all know that I have it, but I have a heirloom passed down to me, my adventurers. The scroll of the Freedy, a very powerful being that can help us against your Grell problem and save Belari's love.
Yes, please.
But however, I think we must talk strategy. Orth, you use a long sword and a shield, yes?
of course.
And who else is able to fight? Gale, right?
Oh yes.
And what weapons do you use, Gale?
I use a long staff.
Ah, fine weapon. Not as good as my greatsword, but a good weapon indeed.
It's a dwarven artifact.
Damn. And Zakshar, he's an NPC, right?
Yeah, he uses an axe.
Is he strong? He's got an 18 strength, right?
Yeah, he's very strong.
Yeah.
And I guess all of us can be in the front line against the Grell while we're fighting with the Freedy. And what is Silli? I already know like this, but I'm just role playing a bit. Like
Battle is not going to be four of us standing in the front line hacking and slashing away. We're going to have to
Probably,
be
yeah.
a lot. We'll get overrun and destroyed very quickly that way. We're going to need we're going to need to be a lot more careful about it. We're going to need to maybe be a little bit more
we have enough money to hire some
a little
extra
more run
soldiers.
and gun maybe, or a little bit more
Yeah,
what's the word I'm looking for?
gung ho.
No.
Guerrilla war tactics.
Yes, we're gonna have to be a little bit more guerrilla, and probably try to get them in small groups and take them out in small numbers.
I think we
Chip
can
away
hire
at
some
Not just
extra.
that though. Also, make sure to remember that they do have their own spellcaster creature thing.
Yep.
Their queen or handmaiden or whatever.
Um,
So
We've
if you
seen one of
summon
those.
a creature, there is a chance that maybe they can unsummon it.
do you think does Belgrakas have any summoning spells? Any conjuration magic to summon any? Maybe any undead or elementals?
Can we do you mind if we kind of refine the mission statement for the moment? Because obviously there's a lot of Grail. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Only
instead
100
of
or
like,
so.
okay, but what I'm saying is, and remember, each one of them has what 10 attacks apiece. So what we need to do, we need to focus on a specific goal, concentrate on that goal. And then later on, we could like once we get more like powerful, then we can maybe think about like totally wiping them out. So basically, to me, at least as far as Belari is concerned, it's rescuing Jethro, not annihilating the entire group all at one time.
Well,
Okay.
maybe if we kill the queen, they'll all go away anyway.
Or they'll just have a new queen ready to take your place.
I don't know.
And-
I don't know enough about them.
I mean, these things are pretty intelligent, right? They're not just.
I mean, they do have giant brains on the top.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So we have to assume that they'll be ready for a lot of pretty much almost anything. Now, what we do know is that if we could rescue those, like, because obviously there's probably other prisoners besides Jethro. There might, matter of fact, there might be some of the whatchamacallit, Grey Dwarves down there that we could rescue and maybe turn into potential allies.
And who is Jethro?
Jethro is my lover.
All right, Belgrakas,
What-
I agree. I agree
Number,
with you.
what number?
Well, actually, Jethro and I haven't consummated our relationship yet because he was horribly snatched up by the Grell because he like Jethro is a true gentleman. Okay,
You didn't know where to put it, huh?
Well, let us not sully good Jethro's name. But if we treat this as a rescue mission to rescue anybody that the Grell might have, we can turn those. Not only will we have a reputation boost, but we might be able to turn those former prisoners into allies for a bigger battle to come.
How long
I-
have they had the prisoners there? The possible prisoners?
I have no idea.
Oh, a couple weeks.
Weeks?
Actually,
do they store their food?
No idea.
if I do reach level 9, I'll be able to attract followers. If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Also, do
I'm
we have any
already
gold?
there.
Oh,
By the
damn.
way, Patrick, I'm already there, but you have to be a landowner,
Damn. How much gold do
and
we
none
have?
of us are landowners. Are you a landowner?
I'm not. I don't own any land.
Yeah.
Do we have anything that used to belong to Jethro or Bell Tower?
Bell Tower, isn't he pretty much? I mean, well,
He had all this
Jethro,
stuff on him.
oh, I
we have
do. Yes,
no idea
actually, I do.
character-wise.
I do have something that belonged to Jethro, and I hold up my ring. Jethro gave me this Ring of the Phantom Form as a going away gift.
Oh.
When we parted in Greyhawk, he gave me this for safekeeping.
So we could use that. We could get some bloodhounds or something, right?
Well, Belgrakas has a way to track apparently and then teleport us to him.
So is there a way to magically track Jethro with a personal item?
He's typing.
Hey guys, I would like to bring some of this ancestral history back to my hometown, and
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. We're supposed to work on that box first.
Yeah.
Or no, you got the box. Never mind.
we got the box open. We got
Yeah.
the sword reforged, but there's still, I mean, there was other stuff in there, right?
Yeah. That may help in the coming battle. So any advantage we can get would probably be worth pursuing.
Yeah, let's go see your home, Orth. That would be cool.
You want to come meet my mom? You can't hit on her though.
Ah,
Don't please. You got to promise me that. But
are your mom and your dad on good terms?
oh yeah, as far as I know, I don't get involved.
Damn it.
I don't care to know.
With that being what it is, Belgrakas, I mean, he stated in the chat thing that if we go back to Greyhawk, he can use that ring to track Jethro in the mirror.
Right.
Excellent.
We should do that.
Yes. I want to see my. I want to see.
I kind of want to see what's in the rest of these rooms, though. Do we want to just knock out these rooms and then go back? There's just a couple more left.
I'd say
Orth, I
yes.
promise I won't try to boff your mom.
Okay. Let's clean out the rest of this floor, and then we'll head back to town and
You're gonna get your mom to buff him.
no. But there'll be wine there. We've got good wine.
right, 13. All right, sorry, I was looking at something else. All right, and let's go back. Then let's explore this floor. Then, how much gold do we have in the party treasury? Let me see.
You're welcome to look. Just let me know if you do any editing.
I'm not going to edit anything. I was just curious how much the total is.
Yeah, we're pretty low right now. We're down
What
under
I know we spent a lot of money, like, but what do we have like in total? Like 200?
6,000 in the bank on a few gems.
That's not low. Well, I guess that's low for adventuring standards, but like,
Yeah, for us,
low
that's
compared to
low.
what
It's low compared to like the 50,000 we had before.
Yeah.
You guys had
Okay.
quite a big sum of money. That I think you guys
Okay.
are pretty. You guys get it. It's easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
yeah. Then let's
It's like we
explore
won the
this
lottery.
floor.
Yeah.
But that goes
Then
pretty fast. You start buying potions and spells and
let's explore this floor and see if there's any treasure in here or some shit like
Well,
that.
hopefully it won't be too much longer until I'll still be able to make potions. Or at least the
why is
healing
there a
ones.
giant Drake token in here? We don't need to see that, do we?
No, we don't need to see the Drake token. He's gone. He's dead. He's really dead.
Where's my junk buddy?
All right. So if we're gonna go into the rest of this area, we have to assume there's more trolls. So
Who will take the lead?
I think
Yeah, well,
Belari, if you could be on torch duty and maintain a torch and just keep
Do I
keep these
have?
things on fire.
Oh, yes, I definitely will do. Will do that. So I definitely start like prepping the torches so I can. I'll have at least one torch lit, and be prepared to light the other torches and jump in when it's time.
good.
All right.
Other than that, Gale's fine with leading if somebody can move him up.
We want to get into this area here.
All right.
Where's our tokens?
And then if you can double click where we're going to be at so it moves the screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that here. Let me do that real quick here. I just gotta click on this one thing.
Start to figure it out on this thing. It just go weird. Gotcha.
All right. Belari, do you want to phantom form ahead and see if there's anything around these corners that before we
Let me
get
find my. What the hell's my token? I'm lost. Oh, there I am. Okay. All right. And which door are we going through? Well, what number room?
533, and then we need to go down this hallway here.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go over here.
That's where you're going.
Belari, you have never been quite this far. So right where you are, you can see the floor has basically fallen out below you to your left. And you can see what looks like the remains of a staircase leading up to what possibly was the upper level above you, but the whole stairway has been completely washed out.
Okay.
And to your right, there's a shimmering. Right to your right, there's a shimmering glow, and you see what looks to be a bluish kind of energy emanation coming out from basically almost looks like an offshoot to your right as you're heading down that hallway. It catches your eye. It's a very faint, flickering, shimmering, bluish glow.
Is it like a some sort of force field, or is it like a line
You,
of energy.
you just noticed it before you crested around the corner, so you haven't come quite around the corner yet. But from what you can tell, it shimmers like some sort of energy field.
Okay.
Hey, Warren, could I have
Yeah.
started dancing before Belari started moving?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna make sure the.
Are you trying to dance on your new shoes?
Yep.
All right, make your dancing roll here. All right, you guys see Silli start to do a very intricate dance where he jumps up and down and clicks his hooved heels together, and then does this for about 5 minutes. And then you see the shoes start to kind of scintillate, and they have a little bit of glow about them as they kind of start to sparkle and cast little disco ball lights all around the walls of this passageway.
I want to use Diamond Walk. Warren.
All right, Silly, you're going to use Diamond Walk, and what's the length of time that lasts?
I think it's a D4.
All right.
Let's see. Diamond Walk is 1D4 plus 1.
All right, 1d4 plus 1.
3 rounds.
Is that rounds or
Yeah, 3
turns?
rounds. Uh-huh.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there was something there that did a round or a turn.
Everything seems to say rounds.
Oh no. Those last for a turn.
Oh, okay, I got you. The daily thing last first. I understand. Okay, so yeah.
Yep.
The ability comes from the crit portion, but I understand. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna start walking on the side of the wall and make my way up to the roof.
All right, you guys see Silly walk up to the wall, and he gingerly lifts one of his backwards looking legs up, and then it sticks to the wall, and then he starts gingerly putting his weight on it, and then starts basically shimmying up the wall, and then you see him about 10 feet above you on the ceiling, walking upside down, looking down at you.
So he's Spider Goat now.
Pretty cool, huh?
Did you call him Spider Goat?
He's Spider Goat.
Spider Goat.
All right. All right, Silly, how far behind Belari are you?
I'm gonna walk up to like above Belari.
Okay. All right.
Get off of me, you perv.
I'm
I'll put
above
you
you.
guys right like that. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so Belari, you and Silly, you're looking down and you can see kind of this shimmering bluish glow coming out from just beyond where this wall cuts around to the right.
You know he's just doing this to look down my shirt.
Well, he has a good view.
Belari, the thing you have in common with your ring?
What?
Your personality and your personality and your ring both make you insubstantial. And Silly will crawl. Silly will crawl.
Burn.
Belly crawl over here.
And you have a small goat dick. So.
Now, are you coming down? Because you have to have your feet in contact with the surface you're walking on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crouch, so like
okay.
I avoid the door pane, you know.
All right. Silly, you.
I am. Hold on, because I'm just to make sure you know I do have my ring activated. That's what I've been trying to spit out. So.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. Silly, you can see in through. It looks like it's a shimmering bluish, and behind that there is a shimmering purplish, like almost a fuchsia, and behind that you can see the shadowy forms of some trolls, and there looks to be a massive statue up on a dais. And these trolls are kind of milling about, and then they see you, and this one all of a sudden tries to rush forward, but is bounced back after it hits the shield. And you see this troll, you can't hear anything, but you see this troll mouthing some words to this one. and then it turns around and opens the door and walks away. After about another minute of observing, you see this statue start to kind of vibrate and glow, and all of a sudden,
Do we need to be backing up here as a party?
Do I have enough
back up
time to
from the
get?
fight? You charge in.
you see a troll basically coalesce right in front of it, and then looks around kind of confusedly. And then you see this one move off up through this doorway.
There's a statue over here spawning trolls behind the shimmery door.
Yeah, it looks to be warded of some sort, right?
Does
they
anybody
can't
wish
They can't
to
pass
touch?
through. We can't pass through. I don't think.
Some kind of magic. Can we get Belgrakas to take a look at it?
I give the trolls the finger. Warren.
All right. They start looking kind of through the glass, and then they start jumping up and down, and they look very agitated, but they don't seem to be able to do anything. Meanwhile, after about another minute,
What's over?
you see this one start to mope around, and they just seem like they're in some sort of almost like a holding tank, like a fish tank. Meanwhile, Aedan, you can see off to the corner, you can see a set of double doors that are fairly heavy stone, and they're absolutely filthy, and they've got claw marks on them.
This door?
Yes, and then to your right, you see a long hallway that ends in what looks to be just a massive collapse, almost as if they never finished digging out this section of the catacomb.
Mm.
Also, Belgrakas is trying to see if this is anything that he would recognize with a spellcraft roll.
Does this lead anything anywhere down here? Like a stairway?
It's a stairway going up.
That's
But
the remnants of a stairway going up, but most of it's been crushed away, and now there's just water cascading down into the hole where it looks like it might be going down into running into some of these other areas that Belari had swam through.
All right. Does anyone want to see what lies behind this door, Belari?
Go take a listen there.
All right. I'm going to listen at the door. Let me open up my character sheet here. That might be a good idea. Come
What
on.
the hell does flummoxed mean?
Flummox
Belgrakas the thesaurus.
means
Confused.
yeah,
Why do you need to say flummox instead of confused? It was
because
like
it means
He's a
something.
mage. He has to
Means
sound
something a little different.
So, does this shield thingy, do you think it goes through the wall? Like, can I make a hole through the wall here?
Yes, you definitely can.
Warren, do I hear
I'm
any?
I'm asking about Krakus that, mainly.
Oh, okay.
It's an in-character question. You guys can do what you were thinking of doing, but Gale's thinking of going through the northwest wall, just north of the shield.
Well, let's make sure that there's nothing that's going to pop out right behind us first.
I have my
Do that.
greatsword out just in case.
Sure.
You want to set yourself up over here to prepare for that.
Yes, please.
Belari, do you hear anything?
I don't know. Let's see. Hold up. You hear the grunting? I hear trollish beyond this door.
You ready to kill these beings?
I think we go in and take out these trolls down here behind this door, because if they hear too much, they're gonna just come right out and.
Before we
Gonna
go in, I must prepare myself into a berserker trance, if you don't mind.
How long is
So
that?
you guys,
Can I try to hide?
it takes 10 rounds.
Can I try to hide
10
behind
rounds?
the door?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's gonna just give me
We're
10
gonna hang
rounds.
out for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I can get mad during the fight too, but that'll probably take a little bit longer.
Oh, poor Silly. All right, Silly, you think you're hiding? You're perched up there, upside down, above the door, crouched and waiting.
I look good, right?
Everybody kind of looks up at you, like you stand out like a sore goat.
It's a good place to hide, though, because people don't think to look at the ceiling.
Belgrakas taps Orth on the shoulder and says, "Forza."
Ooh, how Forza? Ooh, that's a lot of Forza.
Nice.
Okay,
All
what
right,
is
you
it?
guys see
Where does that
Orth's
put me?
delts start to rip out through the seams of his armor. He's not quite as bulky as the when Joe Cuse lends his strength.
Is that 1830? If it's 4 gets me to 18, and then 3 more. Is that how
Yep.
that works?
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah,
Okay.
Each point over 18 is a
It's
10%.
10%.
All right, so Orth is at 1830. Aedan, you have never dealt with any sort of trolls before, so when Belari says, "I hear trolls," I'm not sure what you're thinking.
Trolls
Well,
are.
I don't exactly.
You see what they
I don't
are.
think it's. I don't think it sounds great, but I'm kind of excited too at the same time because I like fighting.
Silly points over here and says, "Those are trolls, right over there."
There's more of them in here.
Yeah, I saw, but I know I saw those things, but I haven't.
We just
my
need to make
character.
sure that we light them on fire after we kill them. Otherwise, they'll
Okay.
come back.
Maybe I shouldn't be in my berserker trance for this fight, so I calm down a bit.
All right, let's go open this door then.
Let's go.
Go
All
ahead
right.
and put Gale up front with that.
All right, Gale.
Do you want to come up by us, Gale?
Oh, yeah. If we're
Okay.
going to go in there for a fight, Gale's ready to run in.
All right,
All right.
Silly's perched up on the ceiling above the door, and Belari is still insubstantial. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
You
Just
could
before
probably.
we go in, sorry, I want to do my my armor or my. Let me bring up the spell real fast. But I want to give everybody, or 4 of us, armor, the 4 frontliners.
Okay.
What does that do?
That when it actually goes through. So the 4 of us, we will get 4. I think it's 4 others plus me. 2, 4, 6, 8. Nope, not the next level. So 3 other creatures plus me, we will get +4 to our AC. So, for example, my AC is now -7.
And that lasts for how long?
As soon as the thing actually goes here. Oops. Roll that time? No, it's not. 2d4 plus 1.
Rounds?
If you can roll that for me. Yes.
All right, somebody can run that for me if you want.
Ah. Eight rounds.
Nice. Sounds good. So for 8 rounds, we have bonus 4 to our AC. The 4 frontliners.
All right. The bulk of you guys, you've just cast a prayer. It doesn't. You can all kind of hear some shouting and some arguing behind the door there, but you don't seem to see that anybody's noticed, but you've got an adventuring party that's basically outside this door. And what do you wish to do?
You think we can bust this door open and surprise him?
Hey, do you guys you want me to? How about this? How about we draw them out? We draw them out. We set up an ambush.
What do we have to ambush them with?
I like it.
Meanwhile,
Well,
these trolls are just going haywire, jumping up and down. They look like they want to beat on this shield, but every time they do, they pull their hand back like it hurts them.
I'm kind of more for
They're-
getting in there and breaking that before it summons more trolls.
They're literally like
Right.
Yeah,
going
they're
ape
having
shit.
it. They're
You
having
see
an
them yelling at
autistic-
the top of their lungs. You see them yelling at the top of their lungs like they're trying to, and they
listen,
look
we better-
furious at you.
Yeah.
We need a quick vote.
Let me
Quick
go in
vote.
there. Let me go in there and draw them out. You guys just get ready to pounce on them.
Okay, well let's form up over here then.
Yeah, form of how you guys want, and I'll go in and draw them out.
Aedan, Belgrakas, you should get behind. And Silli, you can be wherever you need to be.
But I'm a
Reposition
warrior.
myself. Can I roll again or no?
What's that for?
For stealth to hide.
Yeah, if you're gonna move somewhere else, you can.
I'm gonna move.
I am a good warrior, guys. I don't need to be behind.
I want to come
Alright.
down on somebody with my goat horns.
Gale's gonna stand
What?
right in front of the
And
door.
this
but
stairway goes down fairly steeply and ends in water.
Yeah,
Right.
that's where I was.
Belari's been there before.
Yeah.
She's
All
seen
right,
this.
I'm going in. Boop.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Belari, you slip in under the door, or do you open the door?
Oh, I slip in under the door.
Okay. All right. You can see a room, and it's lined with all kinds of pits. They look like some of these pits are about 3 feet wide. Some of them are about 4 feet wide. Some of them are only about 2.5 feet wide. But you see a troll lurking, and he's standing in between the pits. And a lot of these pits seem to be filled with rocks.
All right, who named
It
this
doesn't-
dude? Whoa! Who named this dude Butthore?
Man, they all have random names.
Did you name these guys? Warren?
I wish.
I just picked rando names, man.
Standard troll names.
Belari might not want to get your butt whore.
Okay, I start to yelling.
All
I
right.
start like yelling trollish.
See how many there are.
insults.
All
Well,
right.
you said there's a bunch of pits here. I don't want to go too far into like what type. When you say pits, what do you mean pits?
You're in
A lot of them
right?
are filled with stones, but some of them are open, and you can't really make out how deep they are,
Okay.
or if they've got things at the bottom. But it looks like the room opens up into a cavern. The smell in here is pretty horrific. You can hear them. You can hear the trolls. Some of them sound like they're arguing. One of them sounds like maybe they're eating, but you're not quite sure unless you go around that corner how many there are.
I
in
mean,
here.
I'm just drawing up to us. So I just yell, "Whoa, what an ugly ass troll!" Then I like flashing my boobs.
Can they see you when you're like this?
Yeah, I am visible. I just slightly translucent, but I mean you can see me,
All right.
and you can hear me.
The troll looks over, kind of squints a little bit, and then opens its wide maw and yells out an alarm. And roll for initiative.
All right. Well, I'm already rolling initiative. I'll go on.
Okay.
I just slid back outside.
Anybody remember like that one part in like Wolfenstein, like the first game, not the very first game, but like what was it? The New Order. Like when you get out of the trunk of the car, there's like a German like a soldier saying "Alarm," and then it gets his fucking head blown out.
I'm gonna hide in shadows as soon as I'm out.
All right. All right, Belari, you hide right at the base of the stairway. Silly's up top above you. I think, did Silly manage to hide?
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay.
Roll mine for an attack, please. I'm
All
having
right.
problem opening my sheet.
That's all right.
And Orth would like to make some noise so that as the trolls coming, any trolls coming through that door, he knows which way to turn.
All right, Belari, you moved out in Hidden Shadows. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Belgrakas, you're up. All right, Belgrakas is holding.
Oh,
Let's see here. All right. Meanwhile, this thing comes running, and all of a sudden, these doors just burst open, and it charges out,
oh
looking
yeah.
back and forth.
Looking at the sound where he's hearing the noise, which is us yelling, or Orth yelling anyway. And make
And
sure he
runs
gets his
up and
attention.
attacks Orth. Meanwhile, this one runs out.
Inky.
This one runs out. This
I like how Silly's token just like moves. He's like, oh shit. Ugly moron, let your.
no, I did pick a
Does
couple of
that say
these names.
stink finger? Is that what it says? Jethro. It's Jethro.
Belari, it's Jethro.
All right, Boffer and Butthor, and they attack. I guess Butthor attacks Orth, and Boffer attacks. Let's see here. Let's see. If it's a 1, it's Gale. If it's a 2, it's Aedan. All right, he attacks Aedan.
Ah!
All right. All right, here it comes, Mr. Orth.
Not even.
Damn.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
All right.
Damn.
All right, he starts slamming. You just parry each of them with your shield. Meanwhile, the other one attacks Aedan. Ooh, crits Aedan. Aiden's first of the game. What is that? That is. Ooh,
I
hold on a
suppose
second.
that's
Let me
one
look at
good
my
thing.
tail.
I now know that they have to
Table
crit in
here.
order to hit me.
Yeah, they pretty much have to crit to hit me too. 19 and 20, so.
Damn. Damn,
Where's
guys.
my stupid table?
It'll be all right.
Hopefully.
We'll be fine. We get one troll each. And by one troll, I mean you guys take this one, I'll take all the rest.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, 60. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's triple dice damage. All right.
We really need to invest in a spell that like makes our weapons flaming though.
All right, Aedan.
14,
He claws
19
you right
damage.
across the face for 19. And then his last attack, he tries to
49
reach.
minus 19, that's like.
You could just put minus 19 in the little green thing and it'll do the math for you. AC of 9, you managed to block his bite. And these guys are pretty big, so they can't really. This guy comes in the doorway. And
3.
Can
Goodness,
they
I'm
reach?
5.
Are they tall enough to reach where Silly's at?
they don't see Silly or Belari.
But are they
Yeah.
tall enough to reach the ceiling?
Yeah, they're about 9 feet tall. So
How tall is the ceiling? Or?
the ceiling's about in this area. This ceiling. Let me look here. Here it's about 12 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. So they
Well,
could reach up and grab you.
I'm ducking as they're walking on the roof.
Yeah, you're pretty much hidden. You're crouched and hidden. That's all that can get out into. Actually, you know what? This one comes out into this area. Sorry. And this one's in the doorway. And this one's up here. This one's up here. There we go. All right, Silly. You're up.
All right, Warren. My idea is I want to move silently above this guy, right? And then
Okay.
I want to just jump off the roof and have my horns meet the top of his head. And as I connect, I want to stab my 2 daggers into him.
All right. Go ahead,
And
mate.
then-
Do you have tumbling at all?
I don't have tumbling.
All right, but you have move silently.
I do.
All right.
In Giorgio. The fuck is that?
Engorgio? It means engorge. Is the root word I'm guessing.
Enlarge.
Okay.
Damn!
Oh.
Oh, all right. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna
How tall are you, Orth?
6 feet. So now my helmet is rubbing the top of the ceiling here.
All right. All of a sudden, he just grows up out of the and is now enlarged.
So
All right, Silly.
Warren, is my diamond? Can I activate my diamond assassin ability?
That's a you can use that once per combat, I think, right?
It says 1 encounter.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, you can activate that once per combat. I don't know how long it lasts, but
Oh shit.
oh dang! All right, all right.
This is gonna be fucking nasty, Warren.
All right, you see Silly all of a sudden leap out of the shadows, horns and daggers, and basically leap down and try to hit Butthor right in the back.
Butthor must have eaten his mother.
You got to roll your D100 first, right?
I don't think they both.
He has a special crit table.
Ah,
Okay. Diamond hide.
special crit table. That sounds fun.
So for 2 rounds, my AC improves by 5. Let me roll my damage now.
All right, you see the shoes basically turn to they start radiating a scintillating golden color, and golden aura starts to shimmer around Silly, almost bronzing his skin. And
Fuck.
he is
64
now-
damage.
All right,
My first attack.
all right, Silly, you leap down, and with your first attack, you basically plow through this thing's head, and it falls over lifeless on the ground.
Oh, it does? Alright.
Yep.
I'm gonna focus my 2 daggers on this dude then.
All right.
Fuck, I missed twice. One's a crit miss.
Critically missed. Oh, now
Yeah.
any critically miss, what happens to you?
You have a crit fail
Oh,
table
yeah, I
too,
got a
right?
crit fail table. Let me roll that. 11. Let's see.
I love these tables.
11. Diamond leap. Gain the no. 11. Diamond sludge. Slow. Is affected by the spell. Roll. 4 for 3 minutes.
All right. So Silly just leaped off, did this massive attack, tripped, fell, his shoes radiated another color, and now you see him moving as if he's in slow motion.
Uh-huh.
And I slow motion give Orth the thumbs up.
Yeah, he's like,
That's my
Yeah.
all right.
Just think of this as a Zack Snyder movie. Everything's in slow mo.
It basically is now. So somebody knows the effects of the slow spell, but I think you can only now act every other round until you come back to. Oh, okay, yep, that's what Belgrakas says. So you knocked a troll completely out and then tripped and fell on your shoes. Now, does that negate any of the crit bonuses that you had? All right, so now your AC is back to
Yeah.
normal.
Critical buff
Yeah.
time and yeah.
All right, Orth, you just saw like just all kinds of chaos just happen. You saw basically Silly leap out, flatten this troll in front of you, then swipe out with his dagger, and as he's got this bronzed skin that looks like it's hard as a rock, he slips, falls on his butt, gets back up, and then is moving super slow, and his fur's back to normal. Meanwhile, you're 12 feet tall, and you've got these trolls. One of them's down on the ground with basically his skull almost bashed in, and another one that is towering over Gale that has just swiped Aedan. All right. Jeez. Okay, Orth just all of a sudden, Belgrakas in front of you. This giant Orth shimmers, vanishes, and immediately reappears on the stairwell next to Belari.
And let's see.
Oh.
What am I?
Well, there you go, Silly. You're a you're a sitting duck now.
Lech just took one.
All right, Lech just took one.
Negative
Yes,
10.
that's a hit.
And
Yeah.
I've got 3 more of those. Okay.
Oh man! All right, that was a big slash. This thing looks
Oh,
angry and
geez.
is surprised. It can't figure out where you came from. Yes, that is
Oh, you
also
got to
a hit.
double that. You got to double that damage.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that. Well, after this,
22
he's
and
flat.
42.
All right, so he is now flattened, laying on the ground.
Did the first hit didn't kill him though, right?
No, close, but not quite. The second one did. But I got to put another. There we go.
Warrant, does the haste spell cancel slow? It does, right? And vice
Yes.
versa?
Yeah, you would just go back to normal.
Okay, cool.
All right, Orth, is that your attacks?
That's my 2 attacks.
All right, so now there's 2 broken and bleeding trolls out in front of the group. Gale, you've still got Boffer in front of you that just slashed Aedan.
Perfect. First, I'm going to yell for Belari to start burning them, and then Boffer is going to hopefully.
Get hurt?
I hope. Oh, come on, you stupid thing.
Oh,
Kinda feel-
all right. Boffer gets a critical hit.
Damn.
So,
These
yeah,
fucking
first one-
criticals.
Can you roll
that's
it? There you go.
triple dice damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so that, and then the second one is the 7 or whatever.
That one's a miss. So you critted him
Okay.
with triple dice damage.
So these are large, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I roll it 3 times, or it's
Yep.
just multiplied? Okay.
Yep, you just roll the die through the hit 2-hit thing 3 times. Ooh, dang.
1, 2. All right, one more. Come on.
All right. What do we got there?
29
30.
damage.
What's that?
Like 29. No, not 29.
31. Is that right? 31.
Yeah,
Yep.
31 damage.
31.
All right. You hit this thing in the legs so hard that you see a big crack, and now this thing is favoring its. It looks like it's almost about to faint from the pain. It roars out and screams, flailing its arms. That's got Aedan's blood on them.
Oh, good.
As
Now
you
he's
basically
coming down
almost chop it down like a tree. Aedan, you're up. You just saw Boffer get boffed by the dwarf.
And
I've cutting
Aiden's
down a
pissed
troll
off.
like the,
Aiden's pissed off rage. He's going to use his great sword.
All right.
He's able to attack twice since he's specialized in his great sword.
All right.
Ah, shit.
Just swing and a miss. Aiden's first thing in combat, he gets critted, and then.
Wing and a miss.
Oh! Yeah. What's
Just-
your tobacco?
It takes time to warm up a little bit. Yeah, make sure you're.
Oh, you rolled a 4 and a 2.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
All right, you guys see this new warrior that's supposed to be this hard man from the Bandit Kingdoms. All he does is basically swing his sword right over the top of Gale's head, and then spin around and bang it into the wall.
I'm
All
I,
right.
I'm I'm missing the emo half elf.
I mean, technically speaking, Drake would have been technically worse since he's only able to attack once as a fighter.
All right, next round.
All
Because
right.
he wasn't high level. He wasn't high level enough as a fighter to attack multiple times. Okay, I got 13.
I'll treat it as a dagger.
Kind of feel like they updated this site again.
All right. Let's see who's first here.
It's like Ledger went full retard.
All right.
Jethro can't go anywhere, can he?
Jethro's gonna hold his turn, and he's angry and starts berating Stinkfinger. Orth, your turn.
We're going to do what Orth does, and that is put swords into trolls.
All right. Which troll do you wish to attack?
The one in front of me here that isn't alive. AC 0.
AC of 0. Yes, that's a hit.
Uh, 28 damage.
All right. That troll is down for the count and is laying there bleeding out its brackish blood.
Can I step forward and put another one into Ugly Moron there?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Is Tinky alive?
Technically, all of them are alive still.
-1. -22 points damage.
On Ugly Moron.
Yeah.
All right. He roars and is somewhat unnerved by your gigantic size. He's never seen a human. He thinks you're a giant, but he's hungry and angry. Silly, this is your first turn of slow, so you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's
except
fine.
sit there and pray. Let's see here. Whose turn is it? Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. All right. Belgrakas, you're up. All right, Belgrakas is holding. Gale, you're up. Boffer just got boffed by Aedan.
So both of those that are directly in front of me are down, right?
Yes.
Okay, once more, he's going to call for Belari to start burning them. He's going to go ahead and move right there, and he's going to smack the one in the hallway once, hopefully.
Okay.
-6.
-6 is a hit, yes. And that's which one were you hitting? Were you hitting Boffer again or Ugly Moron?
I'm hitting the one that's direct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one
yeah, that's Ugly Moron. All right.
So he gets 9 damage.
All right. You crack one of his bones with your staff.
And I'm going to yell a challenge to the other ones, and then yell for somebody to start burning them.
All right. The dwarf starts yelling, "Burn, burn!" Let's see here. Whose turn is it now? Tinkle.
Tinkle.
All right. Tinkle reaches over and he's laying down, so he reaches over and slashes at, well, I guess the only thing on front of him at his level, so he slashes at you, Silly.
Fuck you, Tickle. Oh,
AC a -1.
yeah, that hits.
All right. You get slashed for 8. Meanwhile, Stinkfinger is going to he'll hold his action. Belari,
All right, Belari is going to.
you see Tinkle just slashed Silli.
All right. Where's this? Where's this Tinkle at? All right. Okay, that's Tinkle. All right. So what I'm gonna do? I am going to move over. I'm not gonna, because obviously there's a lot of stuff going on right here. So what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
he's
is I'm
got a
gonna
big
light
melee.
one. Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna light one of my torches
All right.
and then just toss it where it lands on top of Letcher here.
All right. Letcher starts to burn. Roll a 1d4.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. All right. He is now on fire and is starting to burn.
All right.
Let's
And
see.
of course, I'm not. When I do an action, I no longer have my ring activated. So just to let
Oh,
you know.
right. Okay. All right. So you're unensorcelled.
Yes.
All right, Boffer. Boffer is coming at Aedan again. Is Aedan mad yet?
No, he has to get into it. I didn't want to get mad because I didn't think it would help with this fight. But I
Well,
guess I'll try to get.
You might get mad after this. AC -2.
Yeah, that hits. Hits.
AC of 9.
No, that doesn't hit.
AC a
That
-3.
hits.
All right. A
Yeah,
claw
2 of the
and a bite.
7.
Ouch.
I'm at 9 HP.
All right. Aedan gets just wrecked. Boffer smiles hungrily, licks the blood off of his claw, and mean mugs you. All right, Aedan.
I look at him back and I stare at him very angrily. And then I whip out my great sword and I attack this
All right.
bastard Boffer. I call him a mean name. Does
Yes,
3
that
hit?
is a hit. Yes.
Nice.
And let me roll for damage just in
right.
case if it kills him. So and it's a large creature, right?
Yeah.
3d6 11 damage.
All right. He falls down and his blood is seeping out.
All right, I finally managed to kill the thing. So, wait, how much damage? Okay, 6.
Meanwhile, the smell of burning troll flesh fills the room as the Belari roll a 1d2. I accidentally had you roll a 1d4 and you should have rolled a 1d6.
That slash R. That slash
1d2.
RD2. Slash R.
1d2.
1d2. All right.
2.
There we go. Okay. All right. Belgrakas yells Incendio, and that must be some sort of fire spell. Which fire spell is that, Belgrakas? Burning Hands. All right. All right.
Ooh, nice.
And where does that go? Does that go in a cone or a...
The burning hands send out a flame jet 5 feet long in a horizontal arc of about 120 degrees in front of the wizard.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it hits those 3. Okay. All right. For 23. All right. So all of them...
Actually, I remember. I think I still have one more attack since I'm specialized with my greatsword.
All right, that one is an ash heap. This one is an ash heap. And this one is now an ash heap.
Cool.
Are any of these trolls down there still alive?
Does it mean that
Uh,
it burned me as well?
Well,
you
Ledger
were,
I know is on
yeah,
fire.
you were on top of it, so you'll have to make a save versus spell there, Gale, because you were standing on the corpse of Ledger.
No problem. That's why I brought it up. Let's see here, save versus
That's
spell.
Seto that has the fireproof armor. All right, you saved, so I think you only take half damage, right? Yep. Half damage.
Somebody tap that in for me.
All right. What's that? 11 damage.
And no worries. Gale's perfectly fine taking damage to
Alright.
kill trolls.
All right. You basically grit your teeth and manage to save. Aedan, it's still your turn.
It's if you burn down my beard
and
that we
This
have an issue.
Which one of
Tinkle's
these-
still alive, and you haven't moved yet. So if you wanted to move up, you could try
I'm
attacking.
gonna go up and attack him. Yeah. Is a critical.
Oh,
Ooh, a crit.
all right, that is double damage.
Okay, so
Oh,
Mm.
damn. All right. He goes down, and basically you've just hit him so hard that you severed one of his arms. It lays there twitching.
shit. I'm gonna go over here if that's possible.
All right.
Right.
All right. Letcher. All right, he's done. Let's see. Jethro hasn't gone yet, and neither has Stinkfinger. Stinkfinger is going to rush out and attack the dwarf.
Bring it.
All right, Stinkfinger. AC of 3.
That's
Nope.
a miss.
AC of
Nope.
6.
They pretty much have to crit.
AC of -4.
Nope.
That's also a miss.
All right, and Jethro's going to rush out and attack Orth.
Hi.
I'm very upset that you used that name. How
Well, I
dare
forgot
you?
Hey,
AC of -2.
In
No.
his defense, you don't know that that's not the real
AC
Jethro.
of 5.
They're all wearing name tags.
AC of 10.
I know, but it might be the real Jethro.
It's not Jethro.
You have to talk to him and find out.
She would know.
Silly believes that
Jethro.
that's Jethro and doesn't understand why everybody's attacking him.
All right, everybody.
Jethro was supposed
New
to hunt
round.
trolls.
Initiative.
You're right.
Sorry.
The
One
scroll
question.
actually smells better than Jethro.
I had wait, Lecter. Wait, oh, Lecter. Hold on a second. I had made a mistake there. Okay, there we go.
Hector was burning.
Yeah, he's burning. I forgot he was on fire. Belari, you're up. First of all, roll 1d6.
Okay.
All right.
5.
Lecter is now ash
Woo.
and is dead.
Light tinkle.
Sorry, can you roll my initiative for me?
Oh, oops, my bad. Yeah.
That's good. I accidentally closed my character sheet.
All right, it is Belari. You're up still.
All right, so Tinkle is down.
Tinkle is down, and
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other torch. I have 4 more torches.
all right.
Light it from the remains of him, and then throw the torch on Tinkle.
All right, roll a 1d6. All right, this thing's greasy blood starts to flicker and flame up, and now it is on fire. All right, Jethro backs away slowly because he's so scared of that burning Tinkle, and reaches down and picks up one of the rocks out of the pit, and he hurls it at Orth. Oh, he only gets to hurl that one rock at Orth. Let's see if he can hit Orth. He's a big target. Nope. Orth just easily flicks it off with his shield.
Yep.
That's Jethro's turn. Belgrakas' turn. All right, Belgrakas is holding. All right, Orth, your turn.
Can
You
I
got
step?
a burning troll in front of you.
Can I get around that? Can I get?
You
to
could
Jethro?
go around this way. You might not want to walk over him unless you risk catching on fire. Because he's burning fairly robustly, like lighting a oily rag on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna move around like by, I guess where Silli is. He's still on the ceiling, or is he on the floor?
I'm on the floor. I had to come down.
All right, I'll stand over Silli. And can I reach Stinkfinger that way?
Yeah, you can.
All right. AC 3,
Yes, that is a hit.
26 damage.
All right. You wreck its day. Stinkfinger is in pain.
Let's give him one more just to -6.
Yes, that's also a hit.
38 damage.
All right, it goes down and is now lying there in a heap. Oh, you did over 30, and one of his arms falls off and is now sitting there as a limb that's slowly starting to twitch. Tinkle is on fire, and so he already took his damage. Silli, you can do your move this round.
Is it possible for me to move silently behind Jethro? Warrant?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, make your attempt.
Okay.
All right, you managed to sneak behind Jethro.
And Diamond Assassin should still be in effect, right?
Yeah, that's not a diamond boom, so yep, that works.
Okay.
Although you may have a penalty from haste, I can't remember. Yeah, -4 attack penalty. So
Okay, so then whatever that is, -4. So I think I missed that, right?
all right, yep, with your horns you missed.
And that is, I can only make one attack during slow, right?
That's a good question. I thought you got all your attacks. You just only get to go every other round.
All right, if that's
So
the
I
case,
think you can still use your other attacks.
All right, I'll try. -4, right?
Yep.
7 misses. -4. That also misses.
All right, poor Silly. You just feel klutzy. You're trying to dance around these pits, but your movements are so slow. You trip on a rock. Jethro doesn't even notice that you're there.
Is it possible for me to move here and then hide in shadows, or is that too much of my action?
Yeah, you'd have a hard time with that because you're so slow.
Okay, yeah, then I'm done. If he didn't notice me, I'm done.
All right, Aedan, you're up.
Do you have a potion?
Yes, actually, but I kind of didn't want to use it yet. But I do have. Actually, maybe I should use a potion. If I do use a potion, will I still be able to attack her now?
No, that would be your action.
You'd have to barge your way in front of us to get to that last troll.
You've got a
I
giant in
wouldn't
the
advise.
hallway.
Yeah, I'll just hold out. I'll just hold
All
out
right.
here.
All right, Stinkfinger is slowly laying there, and his arm is starting to twitch. Gale.
Gale is going to go ahead and step forward, standing on Stinkfinger.
All right.
And he's going to attack Jethro.
All right.
See here. That is going to be. Okay, so 2 attacks.
All right. You critically miss. It
Wow.
gets a free attack on you. And your other attack hit an AC of what?
Oh, there we go. The other attack was a 5.
Okay, both of those missed, and he missed you. So you guys, this is what's happening in this melee. So you have Silli craftily sneaks behind Jethro and then wildly flails about and doesn't do anything. Jethro doesn't even notice. And then the dwarf runs up and starts swinging right as Jethro swings at him. They both miss, and then Gale tries to do a backswing and he misses. And then Jethro kind of looks bewildered. And then Belgrakas' turn.
Like Keystone Cops fighting.
It literally is like Keystone
We're-
Cops. Like
yeah,
Jethro
we're
is
dancing.
acting like real Jethro.
Any spells, wizard.
All we need is like Benny Hill music.
Belgrakas' little eyes starts yelling.
There's a troll generator over there.
How the hell does a generator generate trolls? What sort of Gmod hack is this?
All
I
right.
blame the wizards.
Initiative.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is my last round of being fucking slowed.
Oh, did I not get? Ha! I unclicked accidentally. I'm at 5.
You're at 5? Okay. All right. Orth, you're up.
I'm gonna come in over the top of the dwarf
All right.
with AC of 0,
Yes, that's a hit.
Kill him! Kill him!
26 points of damage.
All right.
And AC
AC of -1. Yes, that's a hit.
28 points of damage.
All right. He falls over, and now there is no moving trolls about.
I'm gonna move in here.
All right. So you guys are now, you've surrounded by some troll corpses. Roll a die 6, Belari. All right. Tinkle's body is almost fully burned up. And Stinkfinger and Stinkfinger's arm are laying there slowly growing. And Jethro is slowly growing. Wounds are starting to heal.
Can we push them over into the fire?
Yes. Orth and you
Sure.
could probably, and Aedan could probably move them over.
I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'm going
Sounds
to that
good.
fire.
All right. Each of you guys make a strength check.
Okay.
Actually, so I'm gonna do a strength check
Damn, 16.
here.
Aiden's
Really
the
again.
most ineffectual. He's lifting, but it's not doing much good. But Orth,
Pretty hurt.
you have an 1830 and you have a
I'm
17.
really an 1830.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys managed to drag him over the 5 feet. Belari, roll 2d6. Aiden, you managed to get the arm and toss it in the fire.
Damn.
That was your contribution.
While the dwarf
All
picks
right,
up a body and throws it in.
I have 9
Alright.
HP. I'm tired.
Stinkfinger is
you
not
heal him?
burning very well, but Jethro is burning pretty heartily. All right. About another minute goes by, and Belari, roll 3d6.
3d6. All right.
Gale, can you heal Aedan?
I'm
Alright.
doing that right now.
All right.
How much health did I get?
Oh, 18.
Stink finger or
18
tinkle
health.
dies. Stink finger is
27
burning,
HP.
and
Thank you, Gale.
all right, you guys.
How-
Another minute goes by, and 2d6, Belari.
How hurt are you?
Oh,
I'm
like
at
half.
like. Let's see here. If I
All right,
9 over
Jethro
2.
burns up
Yeah.
and
I'm
is dead.
my max HP is 49, so I'm a little over half my
Alright,
my
All right,
I'll do one more
so
then.
we're at round
19.
9 now, and
What am
one
I
more
seeing in
d6.
here?
46. I'm at 46 HP now. Thank
Oh
you,
wait,
Gale.
what am I rolling?
Another
Okay.
d6.
You're just watching trolls burn.
Hey, can I climb Orth?
You should be able to. I mean, or he could lift you up.
Consent.
All right. All the
Yeah,
trolls now are just piles of ash.
You can sit on my shoulder, Silly.
Yeah, cool.
What do
All
I
of them
see
are
in this
piles
room?
of ash. All right. So Orth, you're in this room, and it is got all kinds of pits in it, and the pits. Some pits are filled with various items. The lights. What are you using for a light source in here?
My shield.
Okay.
Got continual light on it.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're illuminating.
And I've got dark vision. Warren.
Okay.
Does Orth have like a backpack?
I do.
I'm gonna sit in your backpack. Yoda.
Okay.
All right. There's all different kinds of pits here, Gale, and it is basically that you can see that the room has been dug up in many places, and they're basically 3 to 5 foot semicircular pits. 7 of these that you're kind of as you're walking through seem to be filled with green or gray bodies, and then you also see numerous rocks in and around these pits. And then you also find a pit that looks like it might be their shinies stash, because all the rocks in this are shiny.
Might be worth a detect magic to see if there's anything in any of these pits
Yeah.
we need to
And there's
dig
a
up.
door at the north end and a door directly behind you at the south end.
Ah,
We should probably go and deal with wherever those trolls are coming from first.
yeah. Well,
But
how do
Go
we
ahead.
get through? How do we get through the wards there?
well, we saw one of the trolls leave, didn't we? And
Right. So maybe there's a way to get around there.
that's my thought as
Although
well. If not, I can just go dig through the stone.
we could. Should we do that
It'd be
while
faster.
I'm still really big here?
Why not?
All right.
Go ahead and put me in front of that wall, and then I'm going to. So we've got four more minutes of defensive harmony. I'm going to go ahead and do stone shape to essentially make a door through that part of the wall.
All right.
It's not going to be a very big one, though.
All right. You start carving in. You get in about 2.5 feet, and your stone shaping is now stopped by what looks to be a shimmering shield-like force.
Shit.
So the answer is yes. The shield thing does go through the stone.
Well, can't you just dispel the door?
Suppose I could try. I don't even know if it's magic or not, or what it is. Obviously, it would be magical, but the wizard might be better at something like that.
I want to hide in Orth's backpack warm.
All right.
Yoda.
All right. You hide in Orth's backpack, peeking out. Let's see. I think your turn. Yep. Okay. So your dancing shoes abilities
Yeah,
finished
that's
now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Belgrakas is. All right. Belgrakas mentions that there's a door over here.
Yeah, let's go check out that door then.
Hey,
Then we
wait a
can check
minute.
all
Well,
this.
hey, isn't this a door?
That is a door. Yes.
Anyone want to go through that door?
I'm gonna
And-
go. I'm gonna go activate my ring. I'm gonna go over to this door.
All right. You
I'm gonna-
go through. You see one of the pits looks like it has some shinies in it, and you get to this door, and this door is fairly rickety. It's made out of wood, but the wood is extremely rotted and greasy.
All right, I'm gonna listen at it.
All right, go ahead and make your check.
All right. All right. I'm going to slip through the door.
All right, you slip through the door and immediately are basically standing in a mound of trash that reaches all the way up to the ceiling, and it
Okay.
stinks to high heaven. Basically, this is a dump. It's filled all the way up with trash, as high as you can get, of rat intestines and feces and urine-soaked rags and just all manner of disgustingness that any trolls that have been living together in a dormitory college life situation would put into a room.
All right. I'll go back and I'll tell the others what I. Oh, and okay. So over here, I'm looking at this. Like like it's like a pit with like a treasure.
Yeah, you see some looks like some shiny stones in there. This is the only pit that's got the rest of them have some rocks, some of them have some gray dead bodies in them. This one only has shiny stones.
I'm gonna see if there's any traps around.
I think you can only use that in an encounter, right? I guess you could try that here.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Or
But I'm
attempted to rush through the.
Oh, okay. All right. Orth, you
So that-
try to phase out, and as you do so, you feel yourself move, but as you feel disoriented, and you reappear right where you started once you've hit that that force field. Although you didn't actually feel yourself hitting the force field because you basically phased out.
It just didn't work.
Yep.
Why don't we try going through the rubble in the back?
We could try that.
So I'll go to the end of this hallway where it's a bunch of rubble, where it looks like it wasn't dug out enough,
All right.
and see if I can possibly get into that room from back there, because we see that one door in the back of the room.
So you can try here. Is what you're saying?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You try stone shape in.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I'm going to try to stone shape through the rubble or the non-built area to try to find whatever room is back there.
Okay. All right. You start to force your way through the rubble, and how far can you get?
Give me 1 second, and I'll
'Cause, let's see here.
hit the spell for you.
This is all rubble. So this is 5 cubic feet, 5 cubic feet, 5 cubic feet.
No, he's going this direction, right? Or which direction are you going? Into the rubble or into the wall?
I can do 18 cubic feet.
Belari, what were you doing? And Aedan, what were you doing? Did you drink a
I'm
potion?
just
Oh, you got healed by a Gale.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna use that sling staff, and I'm going to kind of stand back, and I'm gonna.
For some
poke
reason,
out
I thought
the,
you guys sold that.
We
No,
did.
when do we sling? When do we sell the sling staff? We
Last
didn't even
When you're
identify. I mean, we didn't even identify it.
I
Yeah,
think,
we did.
yeah,
It was
we did.
it was mild magical abilities.
All right.
We got
It's like a +1
154.
sling staff.
All right. Well, then let me take that off my thing here. Okay.
Silli must have pickpocketed it from you while you were sleeping.
Exactly. That must have been what happened.
You were dreaming of Jethro and.
Exactly. What I'm going to do is I am going
There we
to.
go.
I'm going to pick up a stone. I'm going to pick up a couple of stones from one of the other pits and toss them, like kind of stand back, and then just
All right.
toss the stones where they land in the. They land in there.
All right. You toss them in, and it looks like it shoves aside a round, spherical-looking stone, and then beneath it is a bright red star-shaped stone.
But no other triggered traps.
Nope.
Nothing. All right. The star-shaped stone. How big is it?
That one is probably. Make an appraise check. See if you can kind of judge how big that is from where you are. Let me just double check that here. That is okay. All right, Belari.
Star sapphire. Okay. All right. What about the rest of the treasure? Is that real gold?
Nope, it's just a bunch of gems. I just had a treasure marker, a random treasure marker in there.
So it's gems.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I start. How big of a bag would I need to stuff them all in?
All told, there is a there are 2 pearls, a peridot.
Are you keeping track of this, Belari?
No.
You
I'll
should,
type them
because
in
you're
there,
holding
too.
them.
All right. Let me get to the treasure thing. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm a secretary. Where is the death journal? Oh, that's where's the treasure? There's note. Where the heck is the treasure?
Deaths and treasures, whatever.
Meanwhile,
There's
well,
death
I
journal.
put it in the chat there, Rob. Meanwhile, you guys, what are you guys doing over here at this wall?
I
And
am working on digging back.
All right, which way do you want to go?
I'm heading straight, well, northeast. So I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out where this hallway would have gone if all this crap wasn't in it.
All right. It looks like as you start to, it looks like part of it is crumbled in, and then as you carve out, then it looks like it just stopped being constructed.
Okay. When I get to the point where it looks like it just stops being constructed, I'll try to go directly east.
Directly east. All right.
Try to get into whatever's back there. So I
Right.
can do. Oh, come on. Four castings of 18 cubic feet.
All right. You start casting, and you clear out a section, and you're now just going through pure granite. It looks like, or bedrock, and everywhere you go, you start to hit that same shimmering wall.
Hmm.
Belgrakas appraise is Belgrakas.
I don't have editing control over the treasure. I can't edit it.
That's maybe for the best.
Everybody should be able to edit it.
No, man.
Treasure edit. I'll do it.
Yeah, just copy and paste. It's 2 pearls, the 1 period, 1 coral, 1 spinel, 1 star sapphire. And the star sapphire is 1 carat. I'm not sure how much a carat is worth.
You could make it now that you have all the gems. You could attempt to appraise them if you have that skill, Belari.
All right.
See the value. All right. You don't know how much the star sapphire is worth.
No, you already told me. You said it was 1 carat.
Yeah, but you don't know how much it's worth.
That's the size of it.
But what was the
Yeah.
point? Oh, come on.
Because you were like,
whoa.
because you were
do
like,
need
hey,
a
how?
phrase to say how big something is?
Well, because you were standing outside the pit and you're like, hey, how big is that? And so I'm like, well,
Well, yeah. Why would I
judging
need
from
a
here,
All right.
you can appraise the rest of them.
All right.
Ooh, I'll give you both pearls for that one.
How much?
All right. You're unable to tell how much the peridot is.
The
But
2 pearls are worth 500 and 100.
Yep, I can see it.
The peridot is unknown, but it's about the same size as the star sapphire. The coral is, and the spinel. Ooh. So the
How many more?
peridot, that's it. The peridot and the star sapphire, they both look like they're about the same size. And the same, roughly the same cut. All right, Aedan, Belgrakas, Orth, you've followed Gale, and he's been trying to tunnel with his stone shape, and he keeps running into this strange shimmering wall.
Damn.
Terminator.
Optimus.
Optimus Prime.
Damn it.
That's what he tries to do, break through like the Kool-Aid man. But
about-
yeah, it's strange, and even behind this shimmering, because you can't stone shape once it stops you once you hit it, but you can see a faint purplish glow behind it.
How about this other door here?
This is a portcullis. Which door, Orth? Nobody's looked through that door.
Silli, can you go take a listen there or take a look at that door? Maybe there's a mechanism or something to.
Listening's really not my thing, but I could check it for traps.
Yeah.
I hop out of Orth's bag and go over.
I'm gonna move
All
back down to the central area here. What happens if I throw a stone at?
How many turns do you guys have in large and strength left?
The enlarged is 50 minutes, right?
Oh, okay.
And the
strength is
strength
hours.
10 hours.
10 hours.
Okay.
Probably out too.
Damn.
It's the armor that we lose. That we've probably lost, right?
It's been about 15,
Yes.
16 minutes now, so yeah.
Is it trapped, Warrant?
Did you make a test? No, but it smells pretty atrocious.
Gross. Is it locked?
No, it's not locked.
Does it open in or out?
It opens outwards.
All right, I'm gonna hold the door and stay behind it and just open it.
All right. You are faced with another wretched room of wretchedness, as The smell and the items in cannot even be named. It is so horrific.
I just closed the door immediately.
All right, you slam it, and some juicy bits run out and almost hit your diamond horseshoes.
Maybe
Oops.
maybe we have to go up
high
those
step
stairs.
out of the room.
There's water you can go to bathe yourself just in case.
Every
Hmm.
once in a while, one of these trolls goes through the door, and then sometime later, you see another troll. Basically, almost like it starts on the statue and then moves forward and stands up.
I want to antagonize him.
All right.
We shall do the same.
I'm gonna
If I
dance.
throw a rock, what happens?
All right.
If we
Orth
have somebody
hurls a
that can
rock
speak
at
to
it,
them, why don't we ask them?
and it ricochets off. And you can see these things talking amongst themselves, but you can't hear anything. And as the satyr starts to dance, they get more and more agitated. And the new one that came out runs up to the thing and tries to bust through it and is knocked violently backwards. And then they are talking amongst themselves, and one of them looks to be guffawing at Biltong. And they're just now looking at you, and now they're looking about enraged and start pacing back and forth. And then after some amount of time, you see one of them go back and head through the door.
So there's nothing that we have not explored here. There's no doors we've left.
What about the those stairs?
Yeah,
The stairs
maybe
where the bottom is broken. We need to get somebody up there to put down a
Silli.
rope, and maybe we need to go up there.
Silly, can you do your fancy wall walking? Spider goat up there?
I think I'm done for the day with them.
Can you at least climb? Are you able to climb even without the...
I could climb without the boots. Without the shoes.
No, this water is running really heavily.
Is there anything to? I mean, is there anything to see up there? I guess does it look like there's any?
It might be, it looks like whatever water is coming kind of from the upper levels has kind of torn up this staircase. So it'd kind of be like climbing a waterfall in a way.
Was there water on the upper level that we didn't?
Is Belgrakas able to fly? What was this?
Yeah, he did cast fly on Bell Tower that one time, so he does know it. But yeah, can't today.
Is it? Do you think is it this water? Like, do we have a sense of where we are? The dwarves might know. I wouldn't. Orth wouldn't know.
Yeah, I guess how close are we to like the river stuff up above?
Make a roll of 1d6 there, Mr. Dwarf. I think you have direction
Can you
sense
get that for me?
underground. Right.
Yep. Directions, I automatically know how deep we are, stuff like that.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Yeah. I just have to check something real quick here. Okay, let's see.
Is anybody able to do like a dispel magic on the force field? Maybe give that a try.
All right. So Gale, you attempt to, but you're a little bit exhausted from the work on casting all of your prayers, and you can't quite make out from this area where you are in relation to how deep you are below where that upper level.
Okay, no worries.
Close, but not. You just can't quite sense it. It's a little bit too discombobulated down here. It might be because you're got a very strong sense of evil coming from whatever is in this room with the trolls.
Too focused on that to care about anything else.
Hey, Gale, can
Hey,
heal
here's
me?
a possibility, guys. Here's a possibility.
Gale, can
What
you
if
heal
there's
me?
like,
Yeah, I can give you a healing spell.
Just a little bit, please.
How hurt do you look?
Just not that bad, but one spell should. Okay, that's good. That helps. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
guys? We might want to think about diving into the trash more because there might be something underneath the trash. Maybe there's actually a door on the other side that we're not seeing because it's covered in trash. I mean, there could be something. There could be something hidden in those.
See what Dispel Magic does right now.
Yeah, I whip out my greatsword.
I'm still.
Is it possible I can try to get into a rage just in case?
All right. Belgrakas reaches out and tries to cast the words of Dispel Magic, and as he does so, this statue's eyes glow red, and there's a horrific reverberation running through this cavern, and it starts to vibrate a little bit, and the words that Belgrakas is speaking, the reverberations off of the wall and the flickering of this thing's eyes is almost like this thing is reciting the spell backwards.
Canceling the spell, huh? Or countering.
And as he does so, Belgrakas is he is befuddled because the spells are coming out and the chains of magic are starting to form, and his spell is growing, and then as soon as it grows, it's broken down piece
What was
by
that
piece and
D20
rune
roll?
by rune. And this thing's eyes are now fiery red.
What was the D20 roll for? He credit.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
He's got to make some check to see if there's a DC that's set. If spellcast.
Belgrakas, can you wait a minute? Belgrakas, can you teleport us inside?
Didn't
Probably
Orth try
not.
to teleport plane? What was it? Plane shift or
Plane
some
shift.
shit like that? And didn't that fail?
That did fail. Yes.
Mhm. I think we just
there
need
was-
to find the other door to get in there.
But how come the trolls are? If there's a way to, like that door right there, they've been going in and out of that double door there, right?
Yeah.
Or try to stab your sword into it. See if that.
You've never seen a troll come out of that double door.
They just
You just only have ever seen trolls go in, and then every once in a while, it's like a troll forms on the item of this, and then steps off the dais, and there's a new one that's there, new name and everything.
Try to make the force.
Probably a lot of trolls behind that door.
I don't know.
Maybe while we're checking this out, you guys should go check out the trash heap areas.
Yeah, Belari and Silli, can you guys go see if, and maybe Belgrakas, can you do a detect magic in that room to see if there's anything in any of those three rooms that
I'm sorry, but digging through garbage is a man's job.
I'm not digging through.
it's a rogue's
I didn't
job
say
right
dig
now.
through it. I said go through it.
We're an equal opportunity employer around here.
Hey, this is medieval times. Okay,
Or
where the hell is chivalry? Where the hell is your chivalry?
I'm not a knight, so I don't have any chivalry.
Use
for my wife.
that awesome sword to pierce the force field. Maybe that'll work.
That's true. That sword does destroy magic, doesn't it?
I don't know anything about that.
Do it.
Oh no,
Try it.
I'm thinking something
Try it.
else.
How about how if I don't know.
Do it. Do it.
What's the likelihood of destroying or ruining the
Oh,
sword?
let's try it with the regular sword first.
I got a plus. I'll do it with a +2 sword.
Hmm.
If it doesn't damage it, then try with your fancy sword. That might do something to it.
Gale, can you do the detect magic?
Yeah, Gale can do it. So Gale will step back for first perspective, and he's going to go ahead and do detect magic, checking all of those pits.
All right. Gale,
Detect,
which?
that's
Oh,
a
you go
first
ahead.
level spell or a second level spell?
All right, go ahead and make the attempt. Where are you going, Gale? Go ahead. Oh, you can't move your guy, can you? You're looking all through these pits?
Yeah, through the
Yes.
pits and then in these rooms as well.
All right. The only glowing you see is in this pit right here, and it has a gray body in it.
Okay. Gray body, are they like the Dwergar?
It's rotted so bad that you're unsure of what it is.
Okay. I am going to, before I jump down, I'm going to detect, or sorry, I'm going to, uh, shoot, what's it called?
What's it?
1 second. No, no, I'm not going to do that. I am going to do a turn undead, just in case.
All right, go ahead. All right.
Did you critically fail your
Because
turn undead?
you critically fail. Belgrakas critically succeeds, but no zombie comes crawling out of the pit to crush you, Gale. But you do
Good to
sense
know.
a little bit of magic.
Created undead.
Your god though looks disapprovingly at you. A,
Yes, he
because you've
does.
got a avatar looking thing of a god up on this dais, and B, because now you're treasure hunting and trying to turn corpses in his name. You get this. You get the foreboding sense that Clengeddon is angry.
Well, I'm not treasure hunting. I'm trying to find a different way to get through that thing.
Meanwhile, though, you do whatever's on this corpse is causing it to emanate a little bit of a glow from this pit.
All right, I'll jump down and check it, or get Belari to jump down and check it.
All right, you find a glass vial that looks fairly similar to vials you've seen before. You could see with an herbalism check what this is.
All right, see if I can roll that. Efficiency. Okay, herbalism is right there.
All right, you look at it, but it's in a little bit different. It looks like it's a very old bottle, so you're not quite sure what it is, but
I found some more wine.
it's definitely looks to be a potion of some sort.
Aha.
Okay,
Oh, wine.
I'll hand that off to whoever's been keeping track of those.
All right, so you found a potion.
I put it in the party holdings.
Does anybody else have an idea of how to get through this thing? Maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe the wizard and I can work together, and maybe I can counter that thing's countering of the dispel.
Ooh.
You were thinking that, but just the raw power, because you witnessed Belgrakas casting his spell, and it was cast with such a perfection of power, every syllable perfect, every rune perfectly transcribed in the air. And the chaining of magic was to such an extent that it doesn't even seem like a very powerful wizard could have stood up to the perfect spell crafting of Belgrakas. However, those reverberations and almost the uh, it sounded almost like Belgrakas' words were being turned back to him by the very vibrations of the rock itself and that thing's glowing eyes. And it basically tore his spell apart rune by rune.
Okay. Anybody else have an idea?
And that looks like a
I-
giant statue of Vaprax, similar to the one that you'd saw before. However, this one's got glowing red ruby eyes.
I'm already planning on how to break it.
Well, Gracchus has an idea.
The only idea I still have is we go up the waterfall thing and see if there's a way to it from up there.
Can you cast spells into that room?
Must have been able to
What's that?
cast a spell into that room.
He tried to cast Dispel on the outer thing.
No,
It didn't
no.
work.
Can't give him like we cast a spell into that room. Like if there's a spell that requires like a sight.
It
point.
seems to be stopping everything we've been doing. Like at the field, anything we do, it stops right there.
You know what? Here's a possibility. What if that statue has a limit to the number of spells that it can stop?
Well, I don't know, seeing as these gods are being a pain in the ass, they're evil, and they're probably going to defend it to their end. So I think we need to find out how to get in there. I don't think that'll be the best way to go about it.
And you've seen that there's this basically barrier, but there's a secondary barrier behind it that looks like it's independent of this one. And then it looks to be a steel gate here.
You know
Maybe
what?
we
I
have
say
to-
we just walk away for now, because we might find something later on that could help us. But right now, I think we're just wasting time.
Yes.
Okay, then why don't you use your ring and go up the waterfall area and take a look?
That's not how my ring works. But I can try to climb up the waterfall. I climb up the ledge by it. I can climb up the wall,
Sounds
see
good
where
to
it
me.
comes from. All right,
Okay.
so now are you sure? Okay, so
Yeah.
this stairs. Now this stairs looks like it goes down.
No, those stairs go up. He said they went up.
Yeah,
Okay,
they went up, but
that's
they've been worn away by the water coming down.
all right. Because usually
Also
when
have any
you,
rope with you,
because here's
Belari?
the, because usually like the wider when it the way the lines are, that indicates the stairs going down. Like it's going down underneath the waterfall.
Either way.
Could you double check that, Warrant?
Let me do something real quick here.
Yeah, because like I said, just looking at that, it looks like it's going down underneath the waterfall, not up.
Nope, this one goes up. This stairway goes up. Water's coming
that's-
down.
They drew the stairs kind of weird.
Yeah,
All right,
I see that too. It's confusing to look at it.
Yeah.
Do you have any
If I could
rope,
edit this
Belari?
map, I'd change it.
All right, so I'm gonna activate my ring. I'm just gonna walk up the stairs and see where it goes.
All right.
And I'll be using stealth.
Okay. So now the stairs are completely washed out once you get to where you're standing, where the water is.
All right. Then I'll try to climb. Then I'll climb the rest of the way.
All right. I guess you could make a climb wall. You shouldn't be affected by the water because your ring is on, right?
Yep.
Okay. But you'll have to make a climb wall check, and it's slick, so I don't know if that. I don't know what the penalty is for a slick surface.
Oh,
I guess it is a little bit at an angle though, so that should work. All right, Belari, you start climbing, and it's getting steeper and steeper, and the water is rushing harder and harder, and eventually you start making it up, and then all of a sudden you're in a massive torrent of water, and you all of a sudden see this massive mouth open, a tongue lash out, and a mouth close around you, and then it passes through you, and you see this strange creature because now you're floating in basically a rushing bit of water, and you can feel that
Alright.
there's a massive kind of crack coming through here. So, are you going to try surface?
I am going to start climbing. I'm gonna start climbing down as fast as I can, and I'm yelling for help.
All right. You start climbing down the wall. Was as you were going up, the water is just so turbulent, but you were going through basically what felt like a channel, and then it was kind of a almost like a tunnel that was completely submerged in water. And then you came up, and then you felt like you were in a massive, almost like a river.
Okay. So
And
there must be there.
that's when the massive mouth tried to swallow you, and it passed right through your ethereal body.
All right. Does it? I'm like as I'm climbing down rapidly. Does it look like it's coming after me?
No, it looks to be too big to fit into this channel that the water is pouring down.
All right.
I'm
Well,
going to show Orth something real quick here in the Discord. Just a second.
So this here is how they're building this troll army, I'm thinking.
Probably.
How are they getting them out?
Don't know.
They got to have some sort of passageway between this tower and that tower. Or magic.
We could also try going up and seeing if we can figure out.
All right, Orth, you have that in the Discord.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I'm getting a sense that there's only one way.
But
I don't know that. So Orth is going to attempt to walk through.
All right. All right, Orth, you attempt to walk through and are immediately rebuffed.
Okay.
But you're not injured in any way. It's just like pushing you back with the same amount of force that you're pushing into it.
Oh.
You haven't seen any trolls reappear from inside that door. It's like they form and go through that door, and then you never see them again. But over time, you're not sure, but there must be a lot of trolls behind that door. That's what you're thinking, but you're not sure.
Right. Well, I'm thinking they could be feeding into that troll army. How do we get past this?
Silly's gonna touch the barrier with his horn.
All right. You can feel it's solid and it's pushing you back at the same force that you're pushing it.
Can I, like, lean on it where I'm using it to hold me up? You know?
Yes, you
like,
can.
diagonally? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make faces at the trolls.
All right. Now you've got them agitated. And then this one that had come out recently tries to punch through this thing and gets knocked back and then gets up and looks gingerly at the thing, look down at his hand, and then these two start laughing at it. It jumps up and down irately.
I point at it and I laugh at it too.
All right. It's super agitated. It raises its fist at you and mean mugs you.
I give it the finger.
All right, does Belari get down?
Yes, Belari makes it
All
down.
right. I say there seems to be a river above us, but it seems to be inhabited by a very large creature.
Pepper creature.
Like a fish.
What kind of mouth was it? Was it like a fish? Was it more like a reptilian? What was coming at me?
It came at you so fast that you looked and you just saw a long tongue that jetted through your body, and then a huge gulping maw, and it tried to swallow you, and then you tried to spin around because of the turbulence of the water, and it had disappeared out of your view. I mean, it was so fast. If you've ever seen an undersea predator like a fish or something, it just darted in, tried to swallow you. Didn't get the full belly that it was hoping.
But you get the sense it was a fish.
I don't know if it was a fish. It was
or
something.
yeah,
It was something
frog.
that's obviously. It was
you
something that
definitely
was obviously
saw a
aquatic,
tongue.
and it was a long tongue too.
Yes.
So it might have been a frog. It might have been some sort of giant frog.
Yep.
Bullfrogs eat anything.
That's true too.
Well, I'm at a loss.
Do you guys want to try to get up to the top, because we might
So-
be there might
So we all either swim to try to possibly be fish food, or
Gale, can you ask your god for help in this scenario?
Yeah, I can ask him. What do we have for tribute?
How much tribute do you need?
If I remember right, regarding this spell, it's whatever we think he deserves, I guess. So it just asks for something of value.
I mean, we have gems.
Okay.
Got the Spinel gem that's worth 400 gold. That ought to be worth a fair amount of knowledge.
We can give that one a shot. Trying to find this. I'm not sure if I have it written down on this. Can somebody look up that spell real fast?
Which spell is it?
It's
I
a.
might be able to put it in the chat here.
I think it's a commune or.
Or is it
maybe.
augury?
I don't think it's
Augury or-
divination.
Augury, divination.
Augury,
Yeah.
I think is what it was.
Okay.
that's not gonna tell you. Well, I hate to. That's not gonna. You have to ask a very specific question, and it pretty much gives you doesn't it just give you a positive or negative answer? Like
I think
There's-
there was
it
another
doesn't-
one.
it's not in other words, it doesn't give
It's-
you an open-ended.
Yes,
doesn't
it's one of
answer
those
open-ended.
that does give you.
There's
there's a
divination
not gonna
and
be
there's
divination.
Like no,
augury.
like augury would be like, well, if we do this,
That's why I'm asking him to look it up.
well, there'll be bad results. You know what I'm saying? Well, what is it?
Yeah.
Would it be good or bad for us? It wouldn't be like, how do we get past something?
Mhm.
You need something more powerful than augury.
Yeah, that's why I
let's
asked
see
if somebody
here.
can take a look real fast. I can do up to 4th level spells right now.
Okay. Divination. What is spell? Where is divination? All right.
If we could-
here. So, augury. Yep, you're right. Yeah, like Rob was saying, priest seeks to divine whether an action in the immediate future within 1/2 hour will help or harm the party. Or if you're considering destruction of a weird seal, casting an augury could use to find if weal or woe would be the immediate result. How fitting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Here might be the answer, guys. If we can figure out where the trolls are going, that might be the way to get in.
Okay, well, so far the only place that we know of that we can go where they might be is up the waterfall, or into the troll army in the central tower.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like if we want to get in this room specifically, we might have to just figure out where they're coming out and go in like that. But then again, we haven't seen any trolls come through, so I don't know if it's just a one-way gate or it's just they just don't have any reason to come back.
All right, I put divination in there. I'll make a little.
It's a one-way gate.
And divination is priest. What level is that? Let's see. Divination is level 4. Yes. So yeah, divination is a level 4 spell.
Yeah. How often is a troll being created? Like every minute, every turn?
Looks to be about every turn, but every once in a while it seems to stop for a while.
So we're talking about up to 6 trolls per hour.
Yeah, but then you haven't seen a new one come out in quite a while. So you're not sure exactly how this is working.
Is there any writing on the base of that statue?
No, nope.
Okay, let's try to talk to the trolls. See what they have to say. Are they like brand new trolls, like created out of thin air,
We can't
or are they
hear them,
teleported
they
for
can't
some?
hear us.
Oh, we can't hear them.
No, they can't hear us.
Yeah, it's like they're dancing behind the screen, and when the new one came out and it ran against, you didn't hear it as it got knocked backwards, and that you can see them like screaming at each other, laughing, I mean, just behaving like trolls behave.
And this force field is like, yeah, this. I mean, there's like no. It's just a pure force. I mean, a field. It's not or like a wall.
Yeah, it's
There's
like a shimmering bluish glow, and then
uh
behind it there's some sort of steel, looks like a portcullis or a set of
right,
bars, and then behind that is that purplish glowing
right.
steel.
But
Uh,
seriously, guys, we're spinning it. We're gonna have to look someplace else for answers because I don't think we're just gonna stand here and it's just gonna magically pop in our heads unless divination helps.
Right. Let's try the divination and see what we get.
Oh, it's a percentage chance. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Are you parked now?
No, not for 10 minutes. Um, okay, so it looks like we could use that. I take a run a break.
Are we?
we could take a break if you want. We could take like
Yeah,
a five
let's
minute
take a
break here.
look.
I've got about another hour where I can go here. So
Okay.
All right, let's take a break. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be parked in about 10 minutes.
I'll be back.
Hello. Be there. Doing great.
My computer.
Okay.
Hey, people.
Yep.
Seth here.
Aedan, you've never seen any sort of weird. You've never fought trolls before, and so you thought it was weird that arm started moving around.
Yeah, man. Pretty fucking weird. It was trippy. But if like, could you imagine if like a D&D character's on acid and they just saw that shit? Like, hey man, what is going on, man?
It's probably happened.
I mean, imagine what a D&D character might see, because we as people see some crazy shit, right? But shit that's laughed off and, in disbelief later. But if a person in D&D actually sees a unicorn walk out of a forest, that could be happening,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a satyr in the group.
Yeah.
What about seeing a satyr power word leap off of a thing, crush a troll almost to death, flail about, get a magical armor that's immediately dispelled and then slow, and then
It
a
was an
berserker,
awesome series of events.
and then a berserker wildly swinging a sword around while a mage casts fire on top of a dwarf that's standing steadfastly on top of a troll.
Silli loves the chaos that is his shoes.
At least he
Meanwhile,
didn't light me on fire.
Jethro's girl almost gets swallowed by some massive undersea beast because Belari's always curious and has to go places. You're lucky you
And
were
we
in that
killed
ring
Jethro.
farm, Belari.
Yeah, it's been my saving grace. That's why I love Jethro even more, because he gave me that ring, and that saved my life more than once. Oh, Silly, I cannot wait till you meet my love Jethro.
I thought we just did.
No, that wasn't Jethro.
I think he disagrees.
His name was Jethro. I thought that was your love. I was wondering why we were all killing him. I was like, but that's Belari's
No.
love.
But if that was actually Jethro and he was just cursed.
Jethro is handsome and he's intelligent.
Oh, yes.
Not if he was caught by
I can't wait to meet him.
All I gotta say is I'm pretty sure these trolls may have actually smelled a bit better than Jethro.
Did you know Jethro, Gale?
Oh yes. He's I think he thought Belari was his sister.
No.
Really? Because he always talked about marrying his sister.
Listen,
was he a noble?
Jethro.
He was ignoble.
Jethro comes from the backwoods, and so marrying your sister is just one of those things.
I know, like in the past, like nobles would like do that shit.
So that makes Jethro a nobleman at heart.
He was
No.
Baron of the trailer park.
But anyway, once we rescue him, you can all bask in his glory.
I'm getting mixed stories. From your description, he sounds fantastic. But
He is fantastic.
what everybody else is saying is quite the opposite. How am I going to write this song?
You saw the 7th and final troll come out of this thing, Silli.
Oh, hello. I'm going to give it the finger and do my little antagonizing thing to it. Try to get it.
All right, it's angry now. I made up this one's name.
Gale, can you divine anything?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll take that gem.
Damn.
And
Aedan, are you bored and rolling new characters already?
No, it's not that. It's just I kind of got paranoid because since he almost went to 9 HP.
that's why
So
I
that's
generally
why.
always have a backup character as well.
Yeah. Damn, if I had got 2 more like 13s, I would have been able to play as a witch.
Oh, nice.
That would have been cool.
All right.
Can I maybe
that's-
just get 1 stat boost, maybe? Wart, maybe?
No.
Oh.
This is hardcore. This is hardcore mode.
Okay.
I want to
You
roll
might be
well
able to
enough
put a gem
be
in.
a paladin again.
Yeah.
Wait, can you actually change your character kits mid game?
That would probably result in a XP. You'd probably have to redo that level.
Not a change, but like if you have a character that doesn't have a character kit, like can you like
Oh,
get?
could you add one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could. It'd probably have to be RP'd, but you probably could. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Let's see. What were you talking about, Gale?
Oh, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay.
But what I was to say is if I take that gem and then I go ahead and I'll start my spell. And essentially the question I'm asking is how to get in there.
Okay.
I will remove the gem.
Yeah.
Gem is removed.
Okay. So let's see here.
All right. Make your roll, and I sent you a little thing in there, Orth.
Yep, I saw.
Okay.
All right, so too. So I got I have an 83% chance. There we go.
All right.
Yay!
All right. So you see Gale start communing with his god, and as he does so, he offers forth a gem, and Gale.
So what you were talking about with an evil deity is definitely what's going on here. However, this is one of the ways that the trolls are spawned into the world.
Oh, we need to stop it.
Yes.
How do we get in to stop it?
I'm hoping you can figure something out because when I asked my god that question, He gave me the information I just gave you.
What do you mean?
But this tells us absolutely nothing.
Actually, it does tell us something. So 2 things that we do know. We have trolls that are amassing at the center tower,
Okay, we knew that.
and they've been coming to the depths of this castle near the. Let's see here. Some trolls amass at the fortress of the wizards Agig. Others have begun to reave to the depths of the castle near the generator, which I'm assuming is this thing right here, and across the plains of Greyhawk.
I mean, we knew they
So,
were going somewhere. I mean, I still
it's
stand
not
that
just
it.
that. Our way to get in here is we have to go through the central tower. That's kind of what I'm getting from my god.
Which one is the central tower? Is
The
that
tower that
tower
there's an
with
army
all
of
the
trolls right
there.
outside.
All right, you guys spoke at the same time. What is it? Which one is it?
Not this
The
one.
tower's the gig.
The middle
So it's
one.
the army of troll. Okay, the army
Yeah.
of yeah. I thought it might be that one. That's the. Which one? Which that is the tower of
The gig.
Okay, okay. So we have okay. Alrighty then. Then this is a problem that's obviously been going on. And I think it might be prudent to concentrate on rescuing the prisoners from the Grell, so we could have potential allies against the trolls.
Yep.
Well, one of the issues that that my god is giving us is it seems these trolls are being respawned in order to replace the trolls that we've been killing. And they
Yeah.
are going out to seek revenge, to, for example, attack our hometowns. We may
Oh, we may need
to leave and go
to.
check your village.
Yeah, we may need to go. Considering the connection to Wick, we may need to. Let's. I'm going to go do that. Orth just starts leaving.
Silly follows Orth.
I'm
I shall
going
do
with
the
you.
same.
Should we alert Greyhawk to this situation then?
Yep.
Hey, Greyhawk will
Probably
figure it
one.
out.
Maybe Belgrakas can teleport to Greyhawk and warn them.
Yeah. Well, that might be a good place to call it if we're close to the end, right? So
Sure. So let's see here. So where? Oh wait, hold on. Where are you trying to go, Orth?
Orth is trying to go back
To
to
Wick.
Wick.
Why is that?
Well, he was planning to go there anyway because of the stuff that we found.
Okay.
And then he's got a sense now that if these trolls are being spawned and sent out in revenge, they could be headed to Wick because of the previous battles and the whole
Oh
backstory,
yeah, that makes sense.
right?
Mhm.
So he's got a bad feeling about it.
Plus, Wick is one of the closest places too.
Well,
Is
it's pretty far south of, or it's a ways south of Greyhawk,
Let me rephrase that. It's one of the closest places that's tied to any of us.
right? If Belgrakas, he can't teleport me right now. Yeah, let's see, where are we at? I can never find my bearings on this map.
Well, Wick is right over here.
There it is. Yeah.
And then we are.
I never know where we are. Somewhere like here?
Well, Greyhawk is right here. I
Yeah.
think we're
You
up
guys,
closer in.
you guys are close
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Getting into this area.
Yep.
That is such an awesome place to have a town. So many possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about you, Belari? Are you thinking? What are you thinking?
But
Well, I mean,
Jethro.
I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm thinking about wanting to rescue Jethro, and I think that, but I can see that we're being confronted with multiple emergency situations at the same time, and as long, I'm willing to go along with as long as everything, as long as Jethro isn't forgotten about.
No, I don't think we can forget about him. Plus, we need to get our bag of holding and stuff back too.
But Jethro's a priority, right?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. Well, I mean, especially for my character. I mean, yeah, he is a priority to rescue as well as to destroy that evil.
I can't wait to meet him.
Jethro, matter of fact, Jethro's original mission was to fight trolls. So he would love
That
to
is
be.
true.
He would love to get in on this fight.
That
We
is
could
true. He
definitely
would.
use them. But right now, if we've got trolls spawned out in the world and they're menacing innocent villagers, we need to go make sure that stops.
Yes, Jethro would want innocent lives to be protected.
All right.
But on the plus side, that is one good thing to know. It's not just spawning, and I mean, while this is one of the ways, it's not just spawning an army. It's replacing the ones we've been killing.
Yeah.
Huh.
So maybe that does mean that we are going to have a set number of trolls to face instead of an army. I mean, instead of an unlimited number. As long as we can figure out how to get into this room and shut it off eventually.
That's what we need to
But
do.
but they must have some sort of portal or pathway from that room directly to the center tower.
Here's a question: is there any way we can magically send a message to Greyhawk and then personally go to Wick?
Silli wants to
Belgrakas
go
could
Orth to Wick,
teleport there.
but I think Silli would want to go back to Greyhawk because he's obligated to perform for the owner of the Nymph and Satyr.
Silly. There's I think there's more important things going on than you performing at a tavern.
Yeah.
I
Sounds terrible.
But you can go back with you could teleport back with Belgrakas and
Okay,
Okay.
I'll try to earn some money.
All right.
For the party.
So you guys are heading out. So when we start on the next game, you'll be here.
Lord, do you give the witness 4 million XP?
Is that how much it is?
4 billion?
For what?
that's a lot.
This is a shitload of XP.
To do
12,
what?
200.
That's a Greyhawk number.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
Yeah,
go.
we'll catch you guys next Sunday. Should be normal time.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. I'll see you
Sounds
guys.
good.